Hello again, this is Andrew Mount for GG with my Placepot selections at Galway and glorious Goodwood on Thursday the 30th of July. I hope you're having a good and profitable week so far. And once again, this video is brought to you in association with our friends at the Tote, who are kindly sponsoring my ramblings here. And once again, they're offering GG customers a risk-free bet, money back as cash. And you can find out more about that by clicking the link below this video. I'm going to start with Goodwood again and the 110. This is a 5 furlong handicap, and Balmal for the John Quinn yard is seeking a 5-timer. He keeps defying the handicapper, and from a good draw I don't see why he can't do so again. He's certainly worth including for Placepot purposes. I want to have more than one though in this race. Show me, show me, show me is interesting. He's probably going to be a double figure price and could provide some Placepot value. He has the cheek pieces on for the first time, which is a profitable angle for Richard Fahey handicappers on turf, and he had a little chance from off the pace and from a wide draw at Pontefract last time, finishing 5th. Hand on my heart for Clive Cox completes the shortlist of 3. Moving on to the 145, a 10 furlong handicap, and again I want to have 3 in my Placepot perm here. No apologies for siding with Mark Johnson, as I often do. He can usually be relied upon to get you through the handicaps from a Placepot perspective. He's got 2 here, Zabeel Champion and Ifraz. Both are going to go in, along with John Gosden's Magical Morning, who will appreciate this bigger field and stronger pace after racing with choke out when disappointing at Newmarket last time. Moving on to the 215, the 6 furlong Richmond Stakes. This is leg 3 of the Placepot, and it's banker time here with Yazaman, first, second and second from 3 starts, nicely drawn down the middle, and it'll be very disappointing if he's not in the 3. Leg 4, is the Gordon Stakes. We've got one of the Derby favourites here, who was 4th at Epsom. That's English King. That was a really good run because he was drawn in stall 1 that day, which is virtually impossible to win from in big fields at Epsom over the mile-and-a-half trip. And since 2010, had you bet any horse who last time out was drawn in 1 in a big field of 12 or more runners over the Derby course and distance, you'd have made a profit. 5 wins from 32 bets and plus £32.88 to a £1 level stake. So English King qualifies on that system. Down in class, has to go in the Placepot. I was going to bank on him, but I think I'm going to throw in one more as well, and that's going to be Al Arzi for the Haggis yard. The 315 is the Group 1 Nassau Stakes. I want to have 2 in here. Nazif, who's 6 from 6 since getting beat on her debut, is the obvious one, along with last year's winner Deirdre, who's probably still going to be underestimated from a Placepot perspective, despite being a much shorter price this time around. She was 20 to 1 when winning last year. It's going to be around about 4 or 5 to 1 this time around. Finally, leg 6 is a 7 furlong nursery. This looks tricky, but I really like William Bligh here for the Rafe Beckett yard, who were among the winners on Wednesday. He clocked a really fast time when making all at Haydock last time out, and has a nice draw here. I'll throw in one more though, and that's Codebook for Mark Johnson. He was well beaten when second of 3 at Yarmouth last time, but there was a strong headwind that day. He made the running and simply had a little chance after doing so. So Codebook and William Bligh to complete the Placepot at Goodwood. Moving on to Galway, and the 445 is our first race, a 2-mile novices hurdle. Anna Bonina clocked a fast time when scoring at Cork, and has to be high on the list along with the Gordon Elliott horse. That's, excuse me while I refer to my notes, very unprofessional, and that is St. Deroux. Moving on to the 515, a beginner's chase over 2 miles 6. Willie Mullins has won the last 2 renewals, and he has obvious claims again with Carl de Gross. And Court Maiden, Hear No Evil are also considered. Hear No Evil's trainer Noel C. Kelly does really well when switching one from hurdles to fences. Moving on to leg 3, we have a 2-mile 2 novice chase, devoid of handicaps so far, so hopefully it won't be too hard to get through the Placepot in the first 3 legs tonight. Dime a Dozen clocked a fast time when bolting up in a mare's beginner's chase at Tipperary last time out, and if we include her point-to-point form, she's never finished worse than 3rd in 14 career starts, and from a Placepot perspective, she's the kind of horse you'd like to have on your side, and I'm going to bank on her today. That's Dime a Dozen. Now it gets trickier. This is leg 4, 2-mile handicap hurdle. Ashkar caught the eye on his reappearance and stable debut at Bellestown last time, finishing a never near a sixth under tender handling. He's 0 from 28, but I think from a Placepot perspective we have to throw him in. And the other ones I want to put in are Rochdale House and Thousand Tears. Now it's the big event of the night, the Galway Hurdle. This is super tricky, but Willie Mullins is mob-handed as you'd expect, but I quite like Aramon of his contingent. And last year's winner Tudor City can also be included. Lots of pace on here from the likes of Petit Mouchoir, and Tudor City came late when winning last year, might be able to do so again for Tony Martin, who's got such a good record in the race. I also want to throw in Hearts Are Trump, so that's 3 in the Galway Hurdle. Aramon, last year's winner Tudor City, and Hearts Are Trump. It's a bit more speculative, that last one. Finally, it's a 2-mile novice hurdle. Small field here, but a lot of pace on. Now I know he's got a lot to do at the weights, but I thought Rebel Gold, as the only hold-up horse in the race, could outrun his odds, and I'll be backing him each way in this 5-runner lineup and putting him in the place pot. So Rebel Gold, and of those near the head of the market, the Very Man is the obvious one. That's it from me. Until next time, until then, best of luck if you're having a bet at Galway and Goodwood, and if you do so, make sure it's with the Tote, and don't forget to check out that offer below. Thank you. Bye.